In this video, I'm going to talk about a few pieces of camping gear that I've used for bikepacking that just didn't work for me. When I first started bikepacking a few years ago, I really didn't know what I needed. And when you look at gear that's specifically made for bikepacking, it's so expensive. I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I didn't know if this is going to be something that I wanted to actually get into. A lot of the gear that I ended up buying when I first started out often had rave reviews on Amazon. It would have 30,000 5-star reviews. So today I'm going to go through some of those things and explain what they are, why they didn't work for me, and what I ended up replacing them with. Also guys, before we jump in, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before my birthday in November. So if you like this video and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get to the video. So first up, we have the Wise Owl Outfitters Camping Pillow. It is made of compact and compressible memory foam, and it comes in at about 20 bucks on Amazon. The first thing that you may notice is that this thing is huge. This is like the size of one of my bikepacking bags. This is actually a pretty comfortable pillow. Despite the downside of it being not very packable, at least for bikepacking or maybe backpacking as well, this is a super comfortable pillow that I've kept because I use it car camping. I've had it about 3 years, and over time it's become a little bit lumpy. I also keep it in its stuff sack most of the time when I store it away, so maybe that's why it's lumpy. Also, you can't expect that much out of a $20 pillow, so I'm not gonna complain too much about that. When I first used this bikepacking, I decided that I needed to find something a little bit smaller. So I took to Amazon again, and I found this. This is the Rest Away inflatable camping pillow. Now, if you go on Amazon, you're looking for ultralight or ultra compact inflatable pillows, you see a whole bunch of them, and most of them look really similar. So I chose one that was about $10 and had really good reviews. This particular model, they don't make anymore, and it might be because of the supply chain, I'm not really sure, but you can find $10 inflatable pillows very easily on Amazon. It's probably the exact same thing, it's just marketed differently. When you open this thing, its stuff sack is attached to the pillow, which I will say is very convenient because it's really easy to lose things on bikepacking trips. It is not very easy to inflate. Got it. There are two things that happened with this pillow. The first was that it slides everywhere when you lay your head down on the pillow. It fell off my sleeping mat so many times. I couldn't sleep because it moved around so much. The second thing about this pillow is that it tends to make a lot of noise, which you might not be able to hear very well on camera. However, when your ear is here, it's very loud. So I put this in storage and I forgot about it until I found it again for this video. And what I ended up replacing both of those pillows with was the Sea to Summit Eros pillow. This is really small, it fits into the palm of my hand, and even though it doesn't have a stuff sack that is attached to the actual pillow, I still to date have not lost the stuff sack. So it folds up very compact, has a safety valve so that it's very easy to inflate. This thing is huge. Now, is this the most comfortable pillow you'll ever sleep on? No, it's not. But this is a solid option, and I figured out how to make it work for me. If there are other comfortable pillows that you guys like, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. All right, the next piece of gear that just didn't work for me is the Sleepingo Ultralight Sleeping Mat. This is a really popular budget option for a lot of backpackers and bikepackers. It got a lot of rave reviews. It has something like 26,000 5-star reviews on Amazon or something insane like that. So when I was first starting out, before I had ever slept on a really nice sleeping mat, I thought this would be a great option for a sleeping pad. I got the large size because As I've said before on this channel, I am 5'11" or 181 centimeters, and I like to have a lot of room to roll around. So I got a size large, which comes in at about 14.5 ounces. Now, what is it about this sleeping pad that didn't work for me? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? This thing squeaks so much. It's so loud. It's so loud. I just couldn't do it. Maybe that doesn't bother you. Maybe you sleep like a baby in the wilderness. Maybe those kinds of sounds don't bother you at all. Kudos to you. I am so jealous. So one of the things that I've realized through this journey of trying to find a good sleep system and a comfortable sleep system while bikepacking is that I have to prioritize sleep, even if that means carrying gear that's more bulky. Ultralight inflatable pads don't work for me. I have tried them. I can't do it. So I ended up replacing this pretty compact mat with this Thermarest ProLite. The Thermarest ProLite is a self-inflating pad. It is enormous, but it is the most comfortable camping mattress that I have ever slept on. All right, so the last piece of gear that I have for you guys today that just didn't work for me is the Frog Togs ultralight rain jacket. I think I wore this in my first ever vlog that I made for this channel, which makes me feel a little bit sentimental for this jacket. However, it may be light, it may be packable, it may be waterproof, but my God, it is not breathable. This thing has no ventilation whatsoever. It will shield you from the rain, but you will be soaked in your own sweat as you are wearing this, walking or biking through the rain. I wanted to like this jacket so much because rain jackets that are made for cycling or for hiking or for any kind of outdoor activity are so expensive. They get into the hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I don't want to spend that on a rain jacket, and I know that I eventually will have to do that, but if I can avoid it, I will try. I know that there are people who swear by Frog Togs. I know they're really popular with a lot of ultralight hikers, which is how I found this in the first place. It does have a couple of things going for it in that it has some nice big inside mesh pockets, and it is somewhat reflective, which is great for cycling. So ultimately, I'm gonna give this away or donate it. It's just not for me. But if you guys know another rain jacket that is pretty cheap, that's ultralight, that might be good for cycling, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to check it out. I also want to say that just because these didn't work for me doesn't mean they can't work for you. A lot of people love these products, and some of them I actually still use even though I don't find it particularly pleasurable to. We all have our particular preferences when it comes to bikepacking. We all have our limits in terms of what we're willing to spend for our hobbies. And I'm just sharing my own journey in doing so. All right, y'all, that is all that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun to make, but until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.